Hey. It's Tina James. I'm back. It's been a minute, and I'm sure a lot has gone on. And this is the day before New Year's Eve. So we're about to close this year out. 2025 has been a great year. And one of my dear friends always says, and it's the truth, you didn't find this channel by accident. There are no coincidences. So I'm glad that you found it, and hopefully you will gain wisdom, maybe a revelation, whatever it is that this message is supposed to serve. I hope it does just that. So today, I want to talk about your friends. Yeah, what about your friends? And one thing that I've noticed, especially children of emotionally numb or avoidant parents, narcissistic, whatever you want to call it, just really just not there. There are certain traits that tend to be shared, and usually you can tell a lot about a person by their friends. And one thing that I want to bring to your attention is that I want you to really think about whether or not these people are your friends. You're their friend, but are they yours? So ask yourself, do they show up for you the way that you show up for them? Or do you accept they're busy and it's no big deal, but you show up for them, and you show up like ways how you're thoughtful, you're considerate, you just tend to consider them, whether it's their birthday or anniversary, just if they experience deaths in the family, you're always that person that shows up. But they don't do the same for you. And what I want you to know is that it's not your friend's fault. It's you. Because if they are flaky friends, absent, just, avoidance, you're helping feed their behavior just by merely accepting it. So here on this channel, we're not victims. We recognize bullshit and we work towards getting away from it. And the best thing to do is to recognize the behavior, recognize your part, and heal and move on. So one thing I want you to keep in mind, deal and heal. I want you to deal with the situation, see it for what it is, don't make excuses, heal so that you can move on and go on with your life. So one thing I have noticed just in my own personal life, a lot of times these people, their behaviors, they resemble the behavior of my mom, or either my siblings, or even my dad. Yeah. So when I would come across people that acted like them, I would accept that, in the form of friends, because that's the behavior that I witnessed, in a sibling, or one of my parents. So with that being said, it's time for you to take inventory and decide that, what, this bullshit has gone on long enough, and it's not going to happen anymore. And if it does, you address it, you nip that shit in the bud, and move on. Now, one thing I will say is this, is that if you choose to accept that, then that's your choice. But there's no need to keep complaining about it, telling anyone that will listen, oh, woe is me. They're tired of hearing it. What are you going to do about it? And if you're the type of person that you have a problem for every solution, this channel isn't for you, because we're dealing with the circumstances. We're going to get away from it, and we're going to ascend higher, and become a better person from it. Gaining wisdom, discernment. So the next time it happens, if it does happen, you recognize this behavior and say, nope, that's it. That's it. That's not happening. So some of the, like I said earlier, some of the common traits in that I noticed about myself, I was I'm a reformed people pleaser. And it would come from, I would hear from siblings that I didn't recognize were really playing a Jedi mind trick. Oh, you don't help out. You help out more people that, your friends and not family. And so I would really just think about it like I'm always there, helping out. And yet it was never enough. But what I've realized is that ringmaster, of the toxic clique would be quick to project their behavior onto me. Would be quick to show out to people outside of the family. Oh, they would just, always show up and do everything for other people. But yet they would treat their family like shit, or just, come up with excuses. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. And if you're like me, I have a particular sibling that will volunteer to help other people. But here's the catch. Would then turn around and delegate what was promised to that person to one of the family members. Like a head person in charge. Oh, well, if you could just help so-and-so. But that person wanted to be the person that, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the help. But you ain't doing shit. You just delegating. But they want to protect that image that they're the person that is dependable and shows up. And so that is where not only my people pleasing, but I also wanted to be known as the dependable person. So all my friends, they'll tell you I was always dependable. You can count on me if nobody else shows up. So guess what? I don't do that shit no more. I don't show up for who doesn't show up for me. And you know the ones that are doing it, that are somewhat absent. But I tell you what, I dare you to take a look at how they show up for other people. They do. And you just keep allowing it. Guess what? You're participating in that behavior. You're not a victim. You're a participant. You allow people to treat you like shit, and that then you witness them pulling out the red carpet for other people. And most of the time, the people that they are, kissing ass to, those people don't do nothing for them. But they can count on you because you show up. And why do you show up for them nonstop? Let me guess, you don't want to disappoint them, right? You don't want to let them down. Well, guess what? You found this channel. Why? Because somebody disappointed you along the way. Somebody has not shown up for you. Somebody has disappointed you and they failed you. So, I'm going to tell you another one. You don't want to hurt their feelings. Again, you found this channel because somebody hurt yours. Somebody disregarded your feelings or pretty much didn't even take notice of it. They didn't give a shit. Because you know why? They know that you're going to accept it. And you'll just keep letting it go on. Because you know what? It's not a big deal. But then inside, you're keeping that, and you're after a while, you'll start noticing, damn, I'm always showing up for everybody. Nobody shows up for me. You teach people how to treat you by what you will allow and what you accept. And trust me, they take note. And I'll tell you another one. You will accept it because deep down, you don't believe that you're worthy. Yeah, it's time to put on your big girl or big guy's pants. And let's face the truth. You somehow believe that whatever or however these people treat you, that That's all you're worth. Because more than likely it's no more than likely. Because the first person that started treating you like you really didn't matter gave birth to you or made you. So that was your parents. Yeah. They made you feel unimportant, just shooed you along, disregard your feelings. I don't care what. And I can personally recall, there have been times where I would go and share with my mom about things that hurt my feelings. Lo and behold, if it was the person that was either her golden child or her favorite child, oh, she dismissed that shit like it wasn't nothing. Oh, you just you just always whining or whatever. So so what? And thought nothing of it. And then would turn around and act as if she is the queen of everything. We better make sure that, she is treated the best. So call a thing, recognize, and deal with it. Again, you want to what? Deal and heal. Got to do it. You have to face the facts and call things as they are. But you lying to yourself is only hurting you, because those people are going along. But I dare you and I challenge you. Match their energy. Just like you matching these outfits. Match their energy. Stop being the person that always reaches out. Stop being the one that everybody can call on, no matter what. And I am reminded, in the past, when I've pulled back from those so-called friends, oh, they had a fit. I was that friend that always helped friends. I learned that first because you know what? I helped out family as well. Helped them out financially. Yeah, you could charge my charge card. And then they get amnesia when the payment is due. And guess what? I was told, oh, well, that's what family is about. We have to help each other. And then when I pointed out that I needed that bill to be paid because I didn't make those charges, and that golden child or that favorite child needed to pay. And you know what I was told? Are you really going to let something this small come between family? So fuck my credit. And the way it was regurgitated back to me, I'm making a big deal out of nothing, but nobody offered, you know what, I'll just pay it instead. No, that never came out of her mouth. So, again, you got to ask yourself, what part are you playing in this? Are you allowing and accepting bad behavior from so-called friends? And are they really friends? Or you're the one that's playing along with this little game, this little cat and mouse. They breadcrumb you a little bit. Oh, well, it's no big deal. My birthday is no big deal. I'll tell you what, don't mention theirs and see what happens. I start listening to what people would say. I remember an ex told me one time, you know what, you're changing. You're changing. You used to have a big heart. And I just calmly listened. That this person would tell me, you used to give me the remote and you would let me watch whatever, but I come over here and you just kept watching your TV show. And I'm like, yeah. Why would I give up the remote for you? You haven't done it for me. But that's what he counted on. He counted on me being the person that always gives, always shows up. And you want to be nice. Fuck being nice. Being nice will get you shitted on every time. You can be kind, but you don't have to take any shit. So again, face the music and move on. Till next time.